welcome back to the stream, to Luigi's Mansion Spook Time stream. I'm gonna jump right into this because I think we can finish it kind of quickly, and if we do, I got a special surprise after that I surprised myself with, that I was never expecting to ever stream, and if I don't do it tonight, probably not ever gonna do it, so, you know, incentive to stick around. I know that was very enticing. But let's start her up. Now, I can't guarantee this is going to go very well if the last stream is indicative of anything. Memory card in slot A must be formatted. That's not a good sign. No, I do not. Give me 1 second. Immediate troubleshooting. To be, this may be the problem. I'm using a different GameCube. I'm using my brother's GameCube because he had the Game Boy player attached, and I guess that kind of gives way to what may be after this. Oh, come on. Oh. Good, break everything. Cool. If it doesn't work another time, I'm just gonna get the other GameCube back. That'll be fun. Yep. Alright. Cool. Alright. Give me 1 moment. If this doesn't work at all, I guess we're streaming the extra game. I didn't even put the technical difficulty stream up. Picture, rather. There she is. Apparently you cannot use this memory card with a different GameCube. Who would have known? Okay, well that could have gone a lot worse. But like I said, if the last stream was indicative of anything, this could also be a shit show. But let me just check where I left off. Okay, so we don't got that much left. It's mostly going to be chasing booze around from room to room. But if you weren't here last time, you missed me failing to capture about half of the speedy spirits, a couple of mice, like a 5-minute Boolossus fight, a game over well after the blackout that put me back before the blackout. And I was like, no, this is one stream. Just no need to. This is a short game. This is easy game. Why would there be 2 streams of this? So welcome to part 2 of 1 of Luigi's Mansion. Oof, I missed a lot. Well, there's your summary. It was a doozy. I was gonna say let me know how the audio is. Audio should be the same. But do let me know also, the past 2 streams now have had some audio latency latency at times, and then it kind of corrects itself, and it's not terribly bad, but I don't like that. I'm not entirely sure what to do about it either, or like what I can do during this stream. I looked up a couple things, but you know, all the stuff I found was either irrelevant to my situation or anything that I'm doing, or they were like an old help article that does not apply to the current version of Streamlabs, so I don't know. I would prefer not to have those latency issues, but it's kinda minor. And I don't think there's enough people to care, so at this point I'm like, okay, it's not that big of a deal. But I still don't like it. Oops. So anyway, how are you guys? I hope you're all doing alright. Hope you're all well. I hope you're in the Halloween spirit. What do I have left in here? Well, I did just to... I mean, I can go into the next room, but I thought this would light up. Can't wait to pet Polterpup next Thursday and hear Luigi say puppy. the entire reason to buy the game right there. Good, how are you? How are you guys? I already asked you that. Why am I asking again? John, hello. Josh, hello. Thank you guys for coming. I really do need to play Dark Moon still. Hope my 3DS still works. Dark Moon is pretty good. I talked a little bit about it last stream. I like it. It's kind of divisive. Like, some people don't like it that it was like more puzzle and mission based, and where this is kind of not free exploration, but it's more exploration based, I guess. I think the main gripe with Dark Moon was that you're constantly being called back from the mansion, and then you start a new mission, and you have to go back through all of the stuff you did on the previous mission, and it just gets to kind of be a little much and a little annoying, instead of just, you know, a continuous mission or adventure or whatever you want to call it. I don't even remember this guy for some reason. It's not been that long since I said I played this last year when the 3DS version came out. And I feel like I have no recollection of this room. Oh yeah, forgot to water the flower last stream, so there's a bunch of money lost. I considered starting this whole thing over because I was just so upset at how poorly I played last time. But I don't think it matters. I think just go with it. Yeah, I'm not sure what is still missing. And oh wait, do I have to... Does this count for anything? No, it's just a mirror. Feel like the lights should be turning on in here. Oh, did I forget this dude? That's not what I meant to do. Yep, that's what I forgot. Oh yeah, this is also the part of the game where you're constantly going back and forth between, like, the basement and the top floor. So, that ought to artificially extend the length of this. This is the hardest Mario game to 100% so much missable money. It's kind of true. And they added an S rank in the 3DS version that I think would only be obtainable if you did the bullshit Hidden Mansion in there, which I talked about last time. They just made it very not fun. Yeah, I just straight up missed a bunch of, like, the ghosts that give you a ton of money. They just got away. And I forgot to water the flower during the one time that you have to water it. And, like, if you do that 3 times, then that gets you a ton of money. And I believe I even said at one point, don't let me forget to water the flower after the next boss. And I did exactly that. So yeah, it was a good stream. Really showing off my gamer skills, so... I don't even know what my record is on this game. I don't know if there's a way to check. Maybe we'll see at the end. It'll say, like, high score or something, I don't know. Thought he came in here. Guess not. Yeah, we are starting with an incredibly boring part of the game, which is why I didn't want this to be 2 streams. Because I think this will end up being very lopsided, but... yeah, get that tablecloth. At least the 3DS version added a thing where it tells you what rooms still had booze in them, so you're not just like, if you're missing like 1 or 2 at the end, you're not just wandering around. So I'm checking just to... yes, there's still something in here. Oh. I mean, I think you can... you don't have to get all 50 boos. I think you only need 40, in fact. Or 45, maybe. But you get a good chunk of money for getting all of them. You're gonna go back in there, aren't you? You know, go that way. Nope. Alright, cool. Are we having fun yet? Is this prime streaming material already? See, it's okay if you acknowledge it. Then it's funny. It's called self-deprecating humor. That's comedy, folks. Okay, finally, we can get out of these same 3 rooms. I guess I don't really have to do that. The boo just saved, so... yeah, I missed one in here as well. But where? I can't wait to see how the final boss is gonna go. Also the ice cream truck is driving by right now. Seems like a very weird time of night for that to be happening. I don't know who is going to be patronizing them, but okay. That's the drug truck? Oh, well, it has the same jingle. Could have fooled me. I forgot. After dark, it turns into the drug truck. You're right. Don't try to get a popsicle after dark. You'll get a needle in it. Ooh, there are... I don't like that. Too many. We always said they come around late at night to sell drugs. They become sniff cycles. Look at Luigi doing some plumbing. I left for a few minutes, now I'm back. You missed nothing. Don't worry about it. You missed Boo's jumping from room to room. For about 5 minutes, 10 minutes perhaps. And you're gonna see plenty more of it anyway. Shit. I guess we invented a new euphemism for shaving one's armpits, or vice versa? I'm sorry, I missed something there. I mean, I'm usually not one to pick up on euphemisms to begin with, so... Was just shaving my armpits, aka delivering illicit drugs in a vehicle of some sort. Whoa, this has gone off the rails already. We have gone from ice cream truck to drug truck to that meaning you're shaving your armpits. Hey Ben, how's it going? Thank you for the host. Appreciate that. Yeah. And there's still something else in here. The armpits and or drugs smell like coconut. I hope it's Malibu rum. Tastes like vanilla Coke. The best. That's my favorite. Well, I can't decide between that and Dr. Pepper, but they're both good. They're both good. Why didn't Nintendo make a GameCube, excuse me, why didn't Nintendo make a Luigi's Mansion game on the Wii that would have been perfect? Yeah, a port of that for the Wii could have worked really well, actually. Just to, you know, take advantage of the motion controls gimmick. And, you know, put out a game that's, like, already made and sell it again. Kind of surprised they didn't. You know what baffles me? Unless there's something I missed. You know how the Wii U was, you know, when it first came out, it was being touted as having asymmetrical gameplay? Being that, you know, someone is able to see one screen while other players are looking at another screen, and, you know, that opens up all these possibilities. Why was Pac-Man Versus not on the Wii U? That was a Wii U game before the Wii U was out. They could have easily ported that over. I mean, just have the gamepad show what the Game Boy Advance would have shown on this, and then the TV shows what the GameCube would have shown. Blatant missed opportunity. And Pac-Man Versus is pretty fun, to be honest. I'm kind of surprised at all the new ways they keep coming up with, you know, different ways to expand on just regular Pac-Man. Like, Championship Edition is amazing. Is it true that the secret ingredient of Dr. Pepper is prune juice? I don't believe it is. But it is a secret. Well, they have, like... How many flavors is Dr. Pepper supposed to be? I was going to say 31, but that's Baskin-Robbins, so... It's implied to be like a mix of... What, I think like 27 different things or something. And they advertised it as such for a while, a few years back, and then just kind of stopped. $21, $26, I think, yeah, I think it is, oh, $23, okay. We guessed every number around it. Is that Vinny's Elijah Wood emote? Mr. Woods. Where am I going? Probably up. We only have one room left, but I'm missing several boos. Well, I'll be missing 3, I guess. So then will be the fun part of checking every room in the mansion to find them. Luigi, will you wear wigs? Maybe. Where am I going? I'm so skeptical about saving now. Like, I know I just saved because of the boo, but I don't want to lose like half an hour of progress again. You know what? I'm surprised the emote even showed up in Streamlabs chat window. That format message was scary. That would have... Shit would have gone crazy. You would have heard a broken GameCube live on screen. It's like, what technical difficulty can we throw at you today? Your internet's good? Your settings are good? You have a broken memory card tonight. Why? Fuck you, that's why. I mean, my question remains, why would the game memory card just not work in a different GameCube? But that was the problem for some reason. It's been in other GameCubes before. Not without a condom, I mean, don't worry. It's a Twitch emote, not Better Twitch TV / Fankerface. Slot wasted in my opinion, but he can do what he wants. I mean, I guess it has some uses. Or like a wider range of use. I.e. anytime you say maybe. Fuck. Okay, put in your bets for if there's a game over in this room. Your GameCube is now a Dreamcast. Well, good, because I have 2 GameCubes. Then I gotta have one of each. What the fuck would I play if I even had a Dreamcast? Sonic Adventure? I don't think so. Which is on the GameCube anyway, now that I think of it. Right? I still vividly remember, like, going into, I think, Babbage's, when that existed, and seeing a Dreamcast for the first time. I think that was the only time in my life I've ever touched a Dreamcast. And I don't think I even played it. I think it was just, like, demoing. I'm pretty sure it was Sonic. But it was just demoing it, and I was just kind of looking at the little screen on the controller or whatever with the little LCD or whatever. I don't even know. Was Monkey Ball on the Dreamcast? That had to be where that originated, right? So I definitely played Monkey Ball at some point, but I imagine it probably would have been, like, the GameCube. It wasn't? That would be an interesting thing to play someday. Again, for a stream, perhaps. Probably very frustrating. Baffling considering it's a Sega IP. That's why I thought it was on there. I thought it was like one of the games that was on the Dreamcast and the Dreamcast didn't do well and then they put it on other systems. Oh boy. They gave these last few boos entirely too much HP. Give me 1 second. Alright. Monkey Ball was a port from an arcade game onto the GameCube and was made after Dreamcast. Maybe that's what I was thinking of. I guess the Dreamcast lifespan wasn't that long now that I think about it. It was very short. I don't know how it has as many games as it does. Whatever happened to, you know, speaking of companies that got out of the console business, wasn't Atari attempting to make like a comeback console that was going to play like classic games but also new games? And it just looked like a wooden box, you know, like a vintage 70s system. Did anything ever happen with that? I feel like it was mentioned like once, and it made the rounds on all the news sites, and then everyone forgot. Sorry, it's now check all the rooms for these last 3 boos time. But we're almost done. Wasn't that a failed crowdfunding? I wasn't sure if that was crowdfunding or not. It might be. I don't know. Doesn't surprise me if that's the case. I mean, again, I don't have enough information to say anything, but I don't remember ever seeing anything other than, hey, we're making a game system. Like, no indication of what would be on it, and I don't know. It probably went a little deeper than I know, but obviously it was not enticing people. And I sure as hell don't bother with crowdfunding video games anymore. Did that a couple times. Now it's just like, if I'm trying to kickstart a game, I'll watch from the sidelines. If it gets made, good. If not, I don't care. I thought the Atari project involved Earthworm Jim revival, but that was the Intellivision. Yes, that was their thing. That's another one I don't know what happened with that. Yes, let's revive a classic IP and make it make it exclusive to a console that may or may not happen, and probably no one would get anyway. Because, you know, the name Intellivision has held up over the years. Finally. Been taking you on a tour of the whole frickin' mansion. I'm a little sad a crowdfunded game hasn't come out yet. I forget the name, but it was supposed to come out on Wii U and PS3. If that gives you any idea of how fucking long it's been. Yeah, I don't know what game that would be, but if it hasn't come out yet still. I mean, what happens in that case when, like, you know, you have a successful Kickstarter and then nobody ever sees the product? Like, what legal action gets to be taken? I'm sure that's happened. Like, people just run off with the money. I mean, I don't know about you, but I'm still waiting for my 3DS copy of Mighty Number 9. It's still slated to launch in October, the Intellivision thing. Oh, next October. Yeah, I guess that would... We are currently in October. Every time I hear about the Vita or a game on it, I laugh at whenever crowdfunded games release on it for like 4 years late. That's what's going to happen with Mighty Number 9. No, it's not even going to happen. It's called Cryamore. Very little updates on it. People are basically screwed from what I understand. That's fucked up. I mean... They gotta... I mean, Kickstarter has to, like, take a step up in that case, right? It kind of falls on them. One more boo. Same with Omanori, or whatever that game is. People got upset due to lack of updates, but it's supposed to come out before the end of the year. Didn't they cancel Mighty Number 9 on 3DS? Maybe very quietly, I don't know. I can't say I've continued to keep up with Mighty Number 9. So it's very possible, but I wonder, like, for all the people who, because, like, when I backed it, I requested a code for the Wii U version at the tier that I backed it at. So, thankfully, I did get the game. Or perhaps I would have been better off without the game, I don't know. But I don't know what happens to the people who requested the 3DS version. Do they just not get it? Do they give them a Steam code or something? The last thing I kickstarted was a print zine of a comic I liked. That's probably a safer bet than an entire fucking video game. Crypt Underworlds, she's still working on it. We get like 20-minute gameplay video updates every once in a while. At least that's like some consistency. Like, hey, I know this is taking a while, but it's still happening. Which is understandable. I don't know where that last boo is. I mean, I checked everything up here, did I not? The only other place for it to be is somewhere in the basement. The only thing I've ever kickstarted was Bee and Puppy Cat and some pins from small shops. I didn't even, as interested as I was in Bee and Puppy Cat and, like, knew the studio and the creator and stuff, I didn't even back it. Because I had already been so soured on Kickstarter by that point. And it was promising enough that it was just kind of like, well, this is going to happen with or without my input anyway, so who cares? And I don't exactly have a lot of money to throw around, so... Bee and Puppy Cat's finished product sucked ass, I heard. I've got some opinions on that. I have heard that things behind the scenes did not go very well. And look, I don't want to tell tales out of school, but from what I've heard, Natasha is, like, I mean, they're making, like, a new season, or, like, a new, like, sub-series or something, and Natasha is kind of, like, contractually stuck on it, and she doesn't really want to be working on it, or something like that. Don't quote me on this at all. It could be entirely wrong. I feel like I really liked the concept of Bee and Puppy Cat, and I liked the style. But I think doing, like, little 5-minute episodes didn't do it justice, and I feel like they tried to cram too much into those 5 minutes, and it would have benefited from just being longer form. Okay, so have I not checked every room? Does anybody know if I missed any rooms on this grand tour we just had? It was funded in 2013, and they shipped the backer rewards in 2017. They updated a bit often, and the episodes were out for a long time, and then when they finally sent out the Blu-rays/DVDs, they were in soft cases and just rubbed me the wrong way given how positive they were about everything. Then they canceled the comics, and yeah, no thanks, never again. Which is why I'm so salty about it and still haven't watched the episodes. There was, like, a long break in the episodes, too. Like, they released, like, 5, and then there was nothing for a long time, and then they released the last 5. And I think the last 5 were even more underwhelming. Did you check the secret rooms? I don't think I did. I don't know if they go in there, but I'll give it a shot. It could be this one or the one you have to fall into. Yeah, well, there you go. Thank you. Somewhere in here. Yeah, I think it had a lot of potential, and I would have liked to see it... I mean, I would like to see anything be better if it doesn't go over well. But, yeah, I'm a fan of the studio, I'm a fan of Natasha's, and I was really excited. I really liked the pilot. I was excited that it was a series. I liked what they were doing with it, but it was unfortunately really underwhelming. And I don't... I don't know where the blame really falls on that. I think they just made it out to be a far bigger thing than it ever could have been for the budget that they had. Like, at this point, I kind of feel bad that she just didn't go and try and pitch a, you know, a TV show of it, and probably would have gone a lot better, had better resources, more time to tell the stories you want to tell. So, yeah, I shared in the disappointment. It's okay for what it is, but I definitely get it. Anyway, we're about to fight the final boss finally. You know, that thing that should have happened on Friday. I don't think there's... yeah. What do they feed you Mario Brothers anyway? Gullible soup? It's from Bowser. Have we really already been live for an hour? Yeah, apparently. I just checked and I was like, wow, this went faster than I thought. And then I looked and it was like an hour. And I was like, how did that... what? An hour of just, like, aimlessly walking around the mansion. Good stream, Nico. I'm only here to provide the highest quality content. Think of it as a victory lap. That's a good way of looking at it. Good. Good aim, Luigi. Good. Right through his legs. Right into his leg. I should have just formatted the memory card. Oh boy, oh boy. have to solve Bowser's evil test. This is Bowser here. We have to go back in time to when Mario was a baby. I am down to 20 HP. And I have only hit him twice. What is happening? Very high level gameplay is happening. Catch me at GDQ next year. Oh, no. Aw. Now watch me die. I have no words. Where will you go, Luigi? He's going home. I'm still, like, I don't even know what, that was right at the end. No skip cutscene or anything, so I apologize. Okay, round 2. Don't worry, it's best of 5. By the way, this was like the pinnacle of graphical capabilities back in 2001. And I remember seeing that and like the other animations in this game and thinking, we're never going to get better than this. Which I also said about GoldenEye. I saw the way they modeled hands in that game and I was like, holy shit, that's so realistic. off to a good start as well, so. And yet, it's oodles better than most things today. I thought there was a way to get hearts from this as well. Like, if you broke the pillars, sometimes a heart would come out, but I guess not. Stick and move, Luigi. Stick and move. Oh, you can get poison mushrooms. That's nice, but no hearts. Oh. Don't you fucking dare. Nope. Good night. Good night. Good night, everybody. I was playing Dragalia while y'all were talking about it, but Kickstarter more or less counts as investing. And investing, you put more money into things, and either something comes from it or it doesn't. That being said, I was planning to put what we managed to finish with the Dungeon Panic up on itch before the end of the year. Gotta get back on that. Yeah, what happened, I like vaguely remember the Dungeon Panic stuff, and I was like very interested. So I mean, I'm glad to hear that there is still a chance for that to happen. I can't imagine, you know, doing something like that is easy. So, I definitely don't hold it against developers and stuff for not being able to do exactly what they set out to, or do it exactly like as fast as they wanted. I better not go in there with less than 100 health. Luigi's Mansion is hard, man. No, this is Nintendo baby game. It's not hard. You want hard? Go play Fortnite. Get good, scrub. Dungeon Panic was when me and friends were all high from a 24-hour game making thing, and we were like, I bet with $4,000 we can make a real game. To some degree, probably. It just depends how, like, ambitious you are, and you know, you can never judge that sort of thing of you know, I want to do this, this, and this, and I think it'll take this amount of time and this amount of money, and you know, how often are you going to be right? You just kind of gotta guess and take the gamble. I've overestimated my abilities very greatly, very often, and made too many promises I couldn't keep. Not promises that had anything at stake, but I would say, like, hey, I'm doing this, hey, I'm working on this, and then it would just never happen. Nico, why you play baby game? Why you no shoot GoldenEye? Please play the gun game. Do the game with the blood and the shooting. This is just ghosts and vacuums. It's for babies. Hindsight is always 20/20, but yeah, thinking anyone can make a kind of game for that amount. Simply put, I don't know about other unfinished game Kickstarters, but in Dungeon Panic's case, we were very productive in making progress, then we ran out of money, and that was that. Well, I mean, yeah, what can you do at that point? Just kind of have to say, hey, we need more. I don't need money to make a game, I just need motivation and the know-how. I feel that. I don't need money to make cartoons necessarily, but I just need the motivation, not to imply that I have the know-how either, but I could get by with at least motivation. Doing better. I mean, couldn't even get the words out, I don't want to jinx it. But that's not too bad. Just keep hitting me with those balls, Bowser. Don't take that out of context. Why did the floor hurt me? Okay, cool. Oh, you're jumping now, are you? This is it, Luigi. I've never done this bad at this game in my life. I know that's not very believable. What were we talking about last time? The stream tax being real? Yeah. Learning that the hard way. Did the 3DS version of this add retries or at least autosaves? I don't believe it did. Which, I mean, this isn't that bad. It would be nice to just start the battle over, but quick activated the hidden co-op mode. Yeah, where's Luigi? I apparently need his help. Did Sean show you that video about it? No. I don't believe he did. Of co-op in the original Luigi's Mansion? You unlock Luigi after you go to the hidden Taco Bell room. That's right, he's made out of Baja Blast. A barely implemented one, but a co-op mode nonetheless. I do not know about that. You're not talking about like a ROM hack, are you? Or is this a thing that's in the game that I just either don't know about or don't remember, or... Luigi is second player for the 3DS D-Make. D-Make. Kinda is a D-Make. That is true though, yes. Oh, we're starting off good. Oh, get Vord! Awesome! That was a lot of damage. I gotta pass the controller to Luigi. Why is Bowser shooting ice anyway? Just shoot fire. That's what you always do. What the hell, game designers? Is it possible to one-cycle King Boo? I do not believe it is. 2 or 3 probably is the least. I'm trying. Like I said last time, I just watched a speedrun of it. I think it was 3-cycle. Ooh, that I thought that was gonna hit me. Good night, everybody. No. What the actual fuck? Is my incompetence and pain at least entertaining? At least if it is, then okay, I'll take it. Oh boy. That's a nice stream you got there. Be a shame if something were to happen to it. Remember when we started King Boo and we were like, oh, we've gone an hour, and now we're at an hour and a half and I still haven't beaten King Boo? How cool is that? Speedruns make this boss look easy, but he's actually this hard. He's not actually this hard. It's tricky, but... I mean, I played the 3DS version and I didn't even die. So there's no excuse. I'd rather see you win, but sure. Yeah, I could actually do it, but I'm just giving the people what they want. This is now, we're going on 5th time now, right? Or is this 4th? Also, have we had any audio desync on top of this? We're not gonna have enough time for my special surprise that I'm hyping up way more than it should be. Keep your expectations in check. Alright, okay. Don't get iced. Stay on target. Alright, okay, I'll take it. Oh, shit. Just, okay, don't take it, I guess. Alright, fine. Top 10 hardest Mario boss battles. I miss Bluosis. Remember that? Those were good times. 4:44, that's right. How long has this mess been going on? God, I wonder how well I'm going to do with the new game. If this is any sign. Maybe I should cancel my pre-order. This is too close for comfort. I don't like it. Got him anyway. What are you doing over there? And time. Only lost 20 health that time. But lost 420 health in total. Get your weed emotes ready. I think the deal with this boss is it's not a super hard pattern or anything, but it feels like it was designed for a game that has less awkward controls. That's kind of true, yeah. The controls in this game aren't bad, but they're like kind of stiff. I'm not making excuses. My controller was broken. I don't know. It's a wave bird and the signal got interrupted. Now it's like, what is my rank going to be after all this? He does kind of Naruto run there. Look at all those silver frames. Oh wow, I am not even close. Shameful display. Anyway, time to reinflate Mario. This is how Paper Mario was born. You're flat. No talent. Who the fuck are you? Who's that red guy? Evil Wario. Well, at least we are rewarded with some good-ass music. But yeah, that's Luigi's Mansion. Entirely too much of Luigi's Mansion. Does the Mighty Number 9 credits rap mash up well with this? Sean, Sam just gave you a new job. We gotta know now. He's laughing right now. Voices Charles Martinet and Jen Taylor, but they didn't credit Kazumi Totaka as the voice of Egad for some reason. I think he's the voice of Egad. Am I wrong? You're wrong, Mario! It's not proper pizza etiquette. And so the matter of the ghosts was settled. Professor Egad was so delighted to have all his paintings returned that he used the treasure that Luigi found to build a new house. Rank B. Start over. We're going again. Oh, it's nice. I do like the more modest. I would rather have that's too fancy for me. I would rather have a modest house over a mansion. Anyway, yes, what is the surprise? Well, if you'll give me a moment, I'm going to take a quick BRB and set up, because I apparently now have to switch GameCubes again. I'm going to take a quick BRB. I will be back with something that is either going to be very weird or strangely entertaining, or it will fall flat on its face. I don't know. We'll find out in a moment. Give me a few minutes to set up and everything. Stick around. I will be right back.